You know it, brother.
Hey, welcome back to Beyond the Cut. Welcome back to Beyond the Cut, the podcast that takes you beyond the barber's chairs. It's your host, a lot of clips.
Manifest greatness now.
I am the show Tanner.
Well, this is our first episode. At first, I want to say thank you to you guys for pushing, for the hard work. It took us some time. But we're here, we're here, and I feel good, even though I feel some type of way because I was late for the first one.
Facts, yeah.
But I feel good because we made it.
I was on time.
The latest one. No, I always late, always on time. That's a fact. But how y'all feeling?
Feeling good, man. It's music week, Miami. The weather's getting nice.
Man, we just got off the spring break.
Sun's out,
it was crazy,
out.
Right?
Man, it's that time of year.
Yeah,
man. This new journey with this podcast is I don't know, man. It's a thing that it's something that we're already doing, right? But it's something new. It's a new journey. There's a lot of things that we don't know. Like the whole setup, like having your own studio, having the right mics, having the right quality of
the right producer,
cameras, and
behind the scenes,
and mics. But to be honest, man, all that really don't matter. The only thing that matters is that you take action, and that you just go to work. Whether you have a phone, whether you have the perfect quality camera. Something that I'm learning about this journey is that you just got to do it.
Yeah, just like Nike started.
Facts.
I think too. Also, is like as men or black men, like. Sometimes the world tells us, like, we can't really have our voice, you know what I mean?
Facts.
And so you're creating your own lane with your own voice, telling your own narrative, and I think that's powerful. You see athletes just taking over the space because, like, years of the media telling them what they are and what they ain't, now they're finally like, yo, this is what I am, this is who I am, and you can't tell me any different. It's like, it's kind of liberating, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, that's like you confronting your fear. Somebody, telling you what you can't do. Some of the athletes, they get, they don't get enough credit for being a overall, athlete. Student athlete is a hard thing to be.
Facts.
Facts.
Sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, right now this is the introduction, for Beyond the Cut. We're just gonna here, kind of give you guys an insight on what we're trying to do, what we're gonna bring to you, what type of content you're gonna get. Like I said, I'm the show Tanner. Got my boy David right here. And
a lot of clips in the building.
It's a family, So we just come together as a collective to, let you know what we do inside the industry. We're both barbers. He's inside of tech. So when you put those three things together, we're a rock. So,
absolutely.
Okay. Myself, I've been in the game about 14 years, barbering. I do a couple of things,
What you do the show? What you do the show? Actually, how long you been in the barber industry, man? I actually never asked you that question. 14 years.
14 years, man.
But
professionally,
Right. But it was some years that you weren't working due to your.
Yeah. So, like my 12th year, I got diagnosed with diabetes. So I was, out for like a year and a half. But goodness to God, I also started a dispensary. 420 guys and Cannabis 305, me and my dogs. And, so we doing a bunch of different things, so that's what kept me afloat while I was, not cutting.
Man, God is good. I would say this, not being around the shop and not being in the shop, what makes you're like, what kept you coming back after the whole thing?
Man, honestly, I love cutting. I love, the aspect of you having a conversation with somebody while you're giving them a service. You know what I mean? And the vibe. And honestly, when I get a vibe with a client and they're giving me the same vibe I'm giving them, it makes the process easier. You know what I mean? I could really fall into what I'm doing.
What about for those clients who they don't know what they want and they're very picky? Like how are you? How do you
I
deal
can
with
only
that?
imagine the stress.
Bro.
Do you miss that? You miss those clients?
I mean, I'm cutting. So I don't miss it because I'm doing it every day. You know what I mean? But on some shit where it's like, when you get a customer and it's like they don't know what they want, or when you get a customer where they're picky, I like the picky customers because I don't have to fight to see what you want. You know what I mean? It makes the process easier. We're going, but the guys that are
nonchalant but complain at the end.
Yes, those ones. Oh my.
Yeah. I kind of have a question about like for barbers. Since I'm not a barber,
Shoot.
I was thinking about this today. Like,
shout out to all the barbers, by the way.
what celebrity have you
Shout
cut?
out.
It was like, yo, that's not who I thought it was, who I imagined, and like what maybe like normal person you cut, like you maybe like read the book by its cover wrong, and it ended up being like a dope conversation or like dope client.
Man, I would say the one I've cut a bunch, but me and my dog, but I cut Mo Cheeks.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know, he was
Philly coach,
yeah,
right?
Philly coach. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know, back and forth. He was so real. He was so cool.
Dropping gems,
dropping
wisdom,
gem,
yeah.
and he was humble the whole time. It wasn't like, you know, and like that was like one of my dad's favorite players back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, so that was awesome. Like for me to be able to be like, I cut him and then send him a picture, because I cut all kind of people, but I could send that
Yeah.
back to my peoples. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, you know.
That's dope.
What about you, David? Who you cut? Like, what was your?
What was the question again?
Like,
No,
I mean, like I see it on your Instagram, you becoming celebrities, you know, different people.
I mean, you know, I be seeing
and like, you know, like they kind of have their way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then also,
Man.
you know, you meet regular people off the street too that maybe like give you a spark or idea or a business idea or
Facts.
encouragement.
Facts.
that's a hard question, but I would say Kenny
How,
Smith.
wait, how about we start with who
Kenny
you are?
Smith, for
Kenny
sure.
Smith? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would say
And
Kenny. You know,
Yeah.
Kenny. I would
TNT,
say
right?
he's man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Kenny Smith,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
to the
yeah,
Spot
yeah.
Barbershop. I appreciate you. You know, I
We poured
appreciate.
him up too. He came and hung out with us. Still drank a little bit with us. He was a vibe.
He's from
Man.
North Carolina too, Tar Heel.
Yo, facts.
Facts.
And shout out
People
for
forget that,
for the
bro.
new book that he just got out. You know, Talk Champions. It was amazing.
Nice.
But I would say Kenny Smith, man. To be honest, Kenny Smith, man, he was real, straight to the point. You know, we actually talk about the top 5.
Oh my God.
Here we
Talk about the
go.
top 5.
Top 5 boy.
Right.
You know, like, because I asked him, like, yo, you know, who's your top 5 of all times, you know, and then, you know, we just got into it. But just you know, the fact that we were having that conversation earlier about the top, man, how do you feel about people asking the top 5 questions?
Well, we know we was talking, man, because it's like if it's gonna be a top 5 question or a topic, it shouldn't be like shit we already heard for. Because I'm not doing, you know, Kobe against Jordan, or because
I'm tired of that,
I'm
yeah.
tired of that
Yeah.
because it's stupid. Because we already know
Rest
what
in peace,
Kobe
Kobe.
did. Rest in R.I.P. Westside Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe. You know what I'm saying? But like those two.
Talk about people after they're gone.
Man,
like, it
yeah,
doesn't make
in
sense.
a positive
They're here to
way
defend themselves.
too.
Yeah.
Because now you go through Instagram, you see all kind of shit. Like now you're seeing like Jordan was. I'm gonna say it. He wasn't as hard worker as Kobe. You know what I'm talking about? I'm saying it. And Jordan's my favorite player. You know what I mean? So like what I mean is like Kobe was like I know why they call him the Black Mamba now. Like he was on
The
some-
mentality.
The
yeah.
mentality. He made
I mean, Jordan had a
everybody
mentality,
better.
too.
Jordan made his team better, but like it was Kobe.
I mean,
was
but that's the
making
mindset, right?
everybody
Like,
better.
you know, you could be doing anything. You could be sweeping floors,
Yeah.
watching, you know, the toilet. It doesn't really matter. Cutting hair, you know, being a
Facts.
salesman. You have to outwork everybody in what you do. You know, I
Facts.
feel like the Black Mamba mentality. I mean, that's what I think it's all about.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
outwork everybody.
And I honestly see y'all take that to work every day, that mentality, because like you guys aren't just barbers. I feel like y'all are image consultants. Like,
Man, that's what a
you-
barber is, dude.
yeah.
We talk a
You
lot
know,
of.
that's what I feel this podcast about. It's about showing the culture. You know why what barbers are responsible for in music, fashion, entertainment. You know what I mean? In fashion. You know what I mean? Like just y'all came to us for everything. If you wanted to know something was dope, you came to the shop. You wanted to know where the party was at, you came to the shop. What the new
music,
the new mixtape, whatever, you came to the shop.
I mean, not only is hospitality, but it's entrepreneurship. I think is the space where we do a lot of businesses with a lot of different industry from different places. You know, because that's the only space that people come from all
Safe
parts
space.
of. Right.
Yeah, right. Right.
Safe space.
Yeah, safe space. You know, you could be anybody.
I
you
would
want to
say
be in the
this.
shop,
I would
but
say
you
this.
better be who you say you
This
be in
is
the
a
shop, and you'll
reason.
get-
This is a reason why Beyond the Cut is Beyond the Cut, because the man to my left, Senyo, you know, Manifest Greatness. He is my client. Now my brother, you know, I call him family, and now business partners. But this is the reason why Beyond the Cut is here, is because of what we're showing you. You know, like it is possible for you to connect with a client and to do, you know, to learn, to do business if you want to do business, to keep your mind open for a lot of things. Because
I got a funny story about that actually.
Yeah, keep that up.
like 2020.
Keep on.
I gotta tell you before I forget.
You already rolled out.
Yo, 2020, I moved to Miami. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know any barbershops. I didn't get any recommendations. I just Googled the closest one to where my apartment was. I walk in. This dude was first chair. So normally first chair gets like the most attention because like you don't have a set barber, just whoever can cut you first.
Right.
But he was busy, so I kind of went with someone else. But little did I know, like 3-4 years later, like this, friendship, business partnership would kind of like align. Just all three go to the barber,
Yeah.
Man, let me ask you, what kept you coming back? Like, what kept you being like, yo, you know what?
I mean,
this dude talk a lot of shit.
so come from North Carolina, the prices are expensive down here. So I was kind of had to get over that hurdle.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
$40 a regular haircut. That's
but the services, it just
it's the
like
area. It just all depends where you at. Where you gotta pay the price.
Pay what you get for it. So I kind of quickly learned that. And you guys are offered to drink when you walk in. The music was bumping.
Yeah.
It was just a safe place. It was a vibe.
Vibe.
That's what's up. So what's next? Are you guys planning anything? Are you guys working on anything? What's next in you guys' life?
This podcast, man. That's what's next. This is gonna be something that we're gonna dive into and show different cultures inside of what we're doing. It's gonna be crazy. We got live feeds for you. I'm sorry, not live feeds. Live events for you guys inside of the podcast. It's gonna be crazy. We be everywhere too. So they're gonna get the.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a vibe.
I think between the three of us, we all touch different parts of the city.
Yeah.
But we also come together. I think too with different events coming in the city.
Yeah, man.
We capitalize like FIFA World Cup coming. They're setting up a headquarters here in Miami. I got this thing with Benny Blanco. It's like a marijuana event this weekend on Saturday. So it's gonna be crazy, man. Yeah.
But I want you to tell a little about yourself as a barber. I tell mine.
Man. Well, man, I started the barbershop industry in 2016. I started that, because as a kid, barbering was a thing, like as a kid, in DR when you go get your hair cut.
How was it out there? That's what I'm gonna know.
That was
straight razors.
getting
I know y'all like Hispanic culture and barbering. I feel like
Take
you
it
guys
very
are
serious.
like, no, it's the best. Like that's how I survived. You know what I mean? Like I was cutting in LA. When I came to Miami, it was different. Like the Hispanic culture was doing different things inside of the barber culture that nobody else was doing, and still to this day.
And you're bilingual too. That's like a double threat.
Yeah, he's smacking them in it. We go vibe out with the chicks.
I be doing my little thing here, you know what I'm saying?
Like the car with the seatbelt on.
But now, man, I think for me, the barbershop industry was very introduced at a very early age, just like baseball. I think baseball was like, my first love, and then I kept that barbering thing as a plan B, right?
Yeah.
But baseball didn't work, and then I decided to pursue my other dream, which to become a barber. And
Were
you cutting hair at that time too? Like, did you already know how to cut when you were?
Nah, it was nah. Well, I had my cousin, Healthy. Shout out to Healthy. He had his barbershop in Jaina. In Jaina, in El Limbe de Jaina. And as a kid I used to go get my haircut there. As a kid, and I don't know, it was just something about that environment that I liked from the first, like as soon as I opened the door, like it was just an environment that at the time, I know that every era right now, it changes,
Facts.
But back in that era, it was about sports. It was about like, if you go get your haircut, you're gonna talk about sports, what's going on in politics, what's happening in the world. Like you're gonna be informed on what's really going on, and of course, a lot of gossip, a lot of talking shit and whatever. Yeah, but to me, man, being around that environment, the barber just having fun, making people look good, and just the, and on top of that, they're making money. So it was like, wow, you're building relationship, but at the same time, you're getting paid for doing something that you really love. So
yeah,
I would say, I started there, and then I worked my way up to going to barber school. Then I got my license, and then we're here right now, which I'm still learning. But
fast forward to this past Christmas, the shop the spot Christmas party. Didn't you win like an award or something?
Yeah.
I got some love. Hey, shout out to the
Tell
spot
us about
barbershop
that.
for
That's
nominating
why,
me.
like, you know what I'm saying?
The media
Manifesting in
creator,
this
the
thing.
social media creator, something
That's
like
love,
that. You know what I'm
man.
saying? But thank you to you guys. You know, I appreciate you. But you know, it was
What was the name of the award though?
Yeah, what was the award?
like content creator or something like that for
Yeah,
the spot.
if you know, matter of fact, let's go ahead and what's your Instagram? Let's shout out our Instagram.
Ladder clips.
Yep, I am the show Tanner. You know what I mean?
Manifest greatness now.
It's not I am the show Tanner. It's the show Tanner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So
Like we can put it at the bottom later.
facts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So let's move it to my guy right here, Manifest. What's your what do you do?
Yeah, man. So it's always been like a loaded question for me to answer that, especially in this city where people do so many
I'm
different
an
things.
entrepreneur. That's what I
Yeah,
do.
just an entrepreneur.
what I be
People
doing.
start laughing.
I do everything. You know what I mean? Like my guy said, I'm Dominican. I do everything.
Yeah. But I mean, I went to college, traditional college. You know, my parents, having African parents, want you to be like a lawyer, doctor, engineer. Shout out to my two sisters who are brilliant doctors.
Shout out to this.
Man, facts.
You guys put in the
Damn.
work.
But at the
Doctors.
same
Man.
time, I didn't go down that path. Like I was horrible at organic chemistry, and so I kind of had to find my own way. I remember my junior year, I switched my major. My dad was so pissed because he realized I'd be in school like an extra year.
Right, that's more
You know what
money
I'm
you
saying?
got to pay. Like, what the
And,
fuck you
yeah,
doing? Like,
they weren't paying for my school, but they were helping me out a little bit.
Of course.
And so like I ended up getting a general business degree in entrepreneurship.
Right.
And the interesting about that degree was like entrepreneurship at that time was a new major, and people were like, yo, how are you going to graduate with that with no capital to start a business when you graduate? You know?
The doubters.
Yeah, the
Right,
doubters.
the
So, like,
naysayers.
so part of school was like creating that business plan, that idea, and like you said, we've been through so many different business plans
Yeah.
in our head. Like,
Facts,
you're not
facts.
gonna hit a home run. Like, this is for the younger generation.
I'm on
Like,
my like fifth company.
I know you see stuff like microwave people look like overnight success, but you got to put in like the 10,000 hours basically. You got to
Facts.
put in that work. And then I quickly transitioned to tech after college and cybersecurity.
Okay.
So I'm in the cyberspace right now, cybersecurity.
My guy.
Consultant for hospitals.
So if you out there stealing or
banks.
something, you're gonna run into this big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not only that,
facts.
but just you got to protect your shit, you know. And
facts,
it's
facts.
something I'm passionate about. Like, if you married, if you're in a relationship, you
Yeah.
gotta still protect your, your financials and your stuff. Like your phone is
real.
bigger than
Man, what
just
about the
your
squatters? I saw something
You're talking
on.
about real estate now.
That's great.
Yeah.
Not to get off the topic, but I saw some crazy shit. Like a lady got thrown in jail in New York.
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
It was her house. It was squatters.
Her
I don't
house.
even know how that worked. That's why I like Beyond the Cut. We're gonna tap into every different industry, everything. We want to know like, yo, we got to get that lady.
You gotta be able
out
to
here. She
protect
in jail
yourself
right
out
now,
here.
so we can't get her in here. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That was crazy.
I saw that video today actually.
I couldn't believe that shit. I was like, and that's some shit that's been happening in California for a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucked up. Like to own a house and then like
Because the courts are tied up for 2 years.
yeah, so it takes
So
2
some
years.
people
By
know
the time
that.
you-
They know
they've been there
that. They'll
2
squat on
years.
property.
That's fucking crazy,
But
bro.
something I did hear though was like, if you're gonna own property and property management, do it in a red state and not a blue state.
Yeah.
Because like that won't really fly in Florida like that. You're not gonna be able to squat on someone for 2 years.
Yeah.
But like New York, California, you can get away with it. So I'm not trying to get into politics, but that's what I heard. Is like that kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Some bullshit.
Some
If I pay
bullshit.
for this house and someone's in it,
I'm not even going to I know what I'm doing.
but also you got to do your due diligence about who you
Yeah.
let in your house. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
Even
yeah.
if it's for 8 days,
And
10
then if you
days. I think the
saw-
law is like 30 days.
Yeah, he like built some stuff in the house, so that's I don't even know how that happened. You know, like,
He was lying though. I think he was
Yeah,
lying.
he
He
was
didn't have
lying?
proper
Okay.
documentation, but he
No,
had
he
enough
didn't.
to get the cops to go away because he was living there.
They took that bitch to jail, nigga.
She was out that day. She was out that day.
We don't know. I ain't seen the video. You know, yeah, man, that shit was crazy, bro. But
Cool, man.
yeah, man.
Yeah, this is when it gets quiet. You know, I feel like the room is quiet.
I love it though. Our
Yeah?
boys gonna be bouncing off this shit. Hell yeah.
Damn.
I like to fight my demons. I want my demons close so I can see what the fuck they doing. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Yeah.
yeah.
Elaborate on
I
that.
mean, if you like hiding from that shit, no, you could. I want to know what the fuck is going on, you know, so I can
And
fight
this
it.
shit's black. This is black. All black.
Nah, it's dope space. Shout out to Collab.
Man, you feel me?
Yo,
In
hey,
this thing,
honestly,
man.
we have to put like a background, like to be undercut or some shit. Maybe next time. Who
man,
knows?
you know,
Hey, but shout out
it's
to Angel for the
introduction, you know?
space. Thank you for having us. In your house. I appreciate you. If you want to come, he said next time. We're gonna go on his platform, so we're gonna see. I'm kind of nervous because he's a G. But
man, he does every fucking thing.
Man, so how you got connected with Angel?
So one of my clients, Denise, he has a friend that does a podcast or something like that. I cut his hair like 2 weeks ago, but I was waiting on him because he was in New York. But I was asking him, trying to reach out because remember, me and you were just gonna rent a space, but then we didn't know who's gonna cut it, who's gonna do editing, who's gonna.
I was doing all that shit at the beginning.
Man,
it was trash. I mean, we're gonna see how this shit's gonna come about. I mean, but I feel
I never saw a product though. So
I have
what about the
100%
video?
confidence that Angel's gonna make this shit popping. Like he's.
I think we were filming in the wrong spaces though.
This shit's like.
Yeah, man.
This shit worth how much?
Found the right guy, man. Oh, this guy, man.
Hold
on,
on,
man.
400?
Damn.
Jeez.
4,000. You know what I mean?
Hey, but quality is everything. It's
man,
quality
hell
over
yeah.
quantity, baby.
Hell yeah,
trust the
man.
process.
Yeah,
That's
man.
real. That's real.
That's what it is.
All right.
man.
So how was life growing up for you guys? How was that?
Man, we getting
Oh,
personal on the first. We
oh,
getting
you go
personal on the
first.
first.
We're gonna start.
All right.
We're gonna start at the bottom, and then we're
Okay.
gonna work our way up.
Okay.
We on Angel's time.
How much time
And like
we
he
got?
said, you feel me? We're free.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So
I'm from LA.
all right.
You know what I'm saying? Born in Bellflower. My mom's, you know what I'm saying? She was from a reservation. We came to California. We was doing our thing. Pops was like playing football. Then mom's dance on Soul Train, American Bandstand.
Soul Train was lit back then.
Soul Train was lit, man. Sometimes I watch Soul Train and see my mom popping through the crowd like, you know what I'm saying? I've been around, man. I met a couple people. I met the Jacksons. I never met Michael. So I'm mad as fuck about that. I met every fucking Jackson besides him and
Tito, Jermaine.
I didn't meet Janet or nothing like that, but one day we chilling. My mom takes us to a celebrity baseball game that my uncle was playing at because he was Barry White's tour manager. So I just was always around that shit. Even met fucking OJ, but I was a kid, so I didn't know what the fuck I don't even think I was a kid. I don't know if he had did that yet. But
He was a wild boy, man.
was a wild dude, man. Like fucking
He's hilarious
Cuba
on
Gooding Jr. is crazy ass too.
on podcast now. Though.
Yeah. So, but just being around that shit, that's how I grew up. You know what I mean? So that's how I kind of. My mom was just talking to me like, you should do this because I was playing soccer too. It's like, yo, you should go and play. And I was like, I'll see what's up. And then I always been cutting my boys' hair for a long time. So, you know what I'm saying? I just took that. But that's how my childhood was. Excuse me, we've been sipping a little bit, so I'm all over the place right now. I'm using.
Is that good? Is that good? For me, it's more of a I would say similar.
You had to drink because he was late.
But I was like, hey, cheers
like
to that.
45 minutes late, so we Daniel brought the tequila. That's the only thing a good diabetic drink. You know what I'm saying? That guava.
You feel me?
But so that's I grew up in that. Hollywood. They say you for sure either are married or not married.
So you feel like you're like a West Coast kid?
Yeah, I'm West Side baby. You know what I mean? So,
How about you, Senor? Where you from, man?
Yeah, so I feel like that's like another loaded bag question for me because by birth certificate, I was born in Indianapolis, Indiana, but I don't remember that childhood. My parents were immigrants from Ghana, West Africa. My parents came to the U.S. on like an educational scholarship in college.
Educational?
Yeah, my dad came here for grad school. My mom, they got married before they moved over. She followed him 6 months later. Started a whole new life in the U.S. in 1981. Didn't know anyone and had me and my sisters maybe 4 years later. I feel like I had a pretty good childhood, but it's one of those childhoods you didn't know you were poor.
that's the best one.
You had everything you needed, as far as food, clothes. But then looking back at some of the pictures back in the day, it's oh man, that part really kind of suspect. Right. But I appreciate all of it. And then my parents working through that American dream, which some people call fake, some people call real. That's debatable. Yeah. But they did everything for us as far as the kids. As far as my parents never went on guys trips to Vegas or girls trips to wherever. It was always family trips and then just family time. So
Yeah.
I feel like I had a good base, but at the same time they sheltered me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. My parents.
So like
too.
moving to Miami is a whole different education than where I grew up in North Carolina.
That's real. I noticed that on your gram you had you did some type of fundraising to.
Oh yeah.
To help. What was that about?
Yeah.
So right before the pandemic, right? Like I was going to Africa to visit my family. It was called the Year of Return. It was a 400-year marking since like slavery, since a lot of slaves came from Ghana, West Africa. And it's almost like a dope music festival. Everyone from the diaspora's there, celebrities, different stuff. It's lit. Like Ghana, if you get a chance, put Ghana on your list. It's really nice. And I call it like Africa Light for Americans.
How far? I mean, how close is it to Kenya?
This is West Africa. Kenya's like East Africa on the other side. So it's not that close to Kenya.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's like a 14-hour flight from the U.S. And so knowing that, I was like, what? Like, I've been several times as a kid, but it's like, as you get older, you just don't want to show up empty-handed. You want to, like, bring something back. So I just...
You always got to give back.
I like what you
So
said.
it was like year
Forget where you
2020. I was like, hindsight
Rule number
2020. I was like, what can I do? I was like, if I can get a friend to give me $20, I can match his 20. That's $40. Like, imagine how many, like, snacks I can buy for kids at school with $40. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And it started like a really small idea. I just put it out there. I didn't really have confidence on like social media like that. I was just like, yo, I'm raising money. Because sometimes when people perceive you to be doing well, and then you go try to raise money like a GoFundMe or whatever, they're like, yo, you got it. Like,
I'll say this though, and I will put it on camera.
Put myself out there.
If you guys are watching, and if you guys put $1, I will match that $1. No, that's a fact. No, that's a fact. And are we doing it again? Are you gonna do it again? Is that something that you're gonna keep in mind?
I'd love to do it again. What I'm actually upset about is like I did it so well the first time. My grandfather was like, yo, if you don't kind of keep this up,
you got
these kids are gonna look like that guy.
You have to,
not like a fraud, but you showed up, you spoiled them, then like you weren't there the next year.
And like, yo, is he pulling up?
And then
like,
COVID happened, different stuff.
I mean,
happened. I haven't been
you know
back
how
in
many
like 4
lives are you
years.
changing? I mean, you changing a lot of life, bro.
Yeah. There was a lot of kids.
Bro.
We were able to bless all those kids like during Christmas time. So
we're gonna put it on the bottle so you guys can see because we're not capping about this.
Nah, it's
that's some real shit. And again, if you guys put $2, I'll put 100 $1.50.
He got videos.
Nah, I'm playing. I'll match that up.
He got videos. The kids, you'll see them in the uniform at the school, dirt, everything. If nobody got on shoes, they all got on sandals.
Yeah.
That's how I knew shit was real. I was like, oh yeah, he jumped in the water on that one.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. It was a good time.
That's crazy.
I spent time with my grandfather who just
you
passed
did
away.
That, man.
My grandfather just passed away on Wednesday. He was 91. He lived a great life. And so we're honestly standing on the shoulders of our ancestors before us. You know, good and bad.
Yeah, just keeping what they keep going, right?
Yeah.
Hey, how we looking in the back, man? How we good? Okay, we good. We good. Okay, we good. Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling real.
This is so about your childhood.
Good.
I don't really know about your childhood. Like, I know.
Hey, man, what you want to know?
Yeah, I mean, Dominican Republic. Like,
I would say this, man. My childhood was amazing. As a kid, I had the best time as a kid because we did a lot of activities outside. We played outside. We
outside. Drink from the water hose
unfortunately,
outside.
I didn't grow up in the technology world that we live in right now. But my childhood was good. We play a lot of games outside. Everybody in the neighborhood just listening to music, drinking, vibing.
What part of the Dominican Republic?
Man, all over. Samaná. Shout out to Samaná. Jaina, San Cristóbal, Moca, that's where my dad's from. Presidente,
I didn't even know. Hold on, I didn't know.
A beer. That's the Dominican beer.
I didn't know that was a Dominican fucking beer.
Yeah, it is indeed. Have you tried it?
I've been drinking that shit for I don't know how long. It did not know that it was a Dominican beer.
I
knew it was. Remember,
well, you be going to Puerto Rico a lot, so I don't know. You feel me? You be going to Puerto Rico. You be on the other side. And they got Presidente there too.
Yeah, but I drink Don Q when I'm out there. You know what I'm saying?
Don Q when you're out there?
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, have you ever had a trip to DR?
Nah, we got to go.
Gas to.
We gotta go.
I got a question for you.
I was gonna go with you, but I went to Vegas.
I don't know if this is the right platform, but like,
Oh shit! What you throwing out there?
moving to Miami.
I'm gonna shoot the one with him first before you guys
Moving to Miami, like I saw people that look like my family, like my cousins and stuff. Like, oh, are you from Africa? They're like, no. They're like, yo, I'm Haitian. Yo, in Haiti, DR, they share the same island. Like what's that? What's that relationship
that's
like?
How? See that? Hold on.
That's crazy.
How does that
Hey,
happen?
Yo, Angel, you gotta answer that.
How does that happen? How you guys both end up talking different languages?
That's
And don't even talk.
Colonization.
Of course.
I don't get involved in the bullshit, but
There
I would say
wasn't a
this.
relationship. Y'all live next door to each other.
Correct. And
Over
you
a
know
hill.
what's crazy? We should have come together and we should have helped each other. Why?
That's what I'm saying, the
Because
resources.
together, instead of me speaking only Spanish, now I'm speaking Creole. And I'm speaking both languages. Now, me coming to the United States as an immigrant, which by the way, I was talking about my story, how I came up.
Facts.
Which led me to this thing. I would say this: if we would have came together, we would have learned the language, and then now we would have more advantage because now instead of
resources.
having 2, we have 3.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that
It's bigger
question.
than us as
bigger
kids.
than us,
It's
yeah.
not like your fault. It's just like the politics of the
That's
region.
just what it
Yeah,
was.
Yeah.
Like you said, people being colonized, that kind of shit. Shit went crazy, I know they were with my people, my Native Americans.
Yeah, have you guys ever dealt with racism?
Hell yeah, we all black. We all have. Everybody in this room, man. Give me 20 push-ups for that question, man.
Oh my god.
man.
I think that's a valid question.
You know. You ain't allowed to ask that, man. That boy jumped in the water with that, man. Yeah, man, of course I dealt with it, man. I got some stories, but I don't even want to go there.
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That's why I'm in Miami.
That's
It's a
crazy.
melting pot.
That's why I love Miami.
Yo, Angel, edit that.
Because in Miami there
The
might be
minority is
racism,
white.
but it's not like white or black. It's like green.
Man, and
But you know what's
everybody-
crazy?
You don't know who
So-
the fuck who is. You know what I'm saying?
The craziest thing is this: if you take, I don't give a fuck. I can talk about it because there's been places that people misunderstand, who I am because just perception,
Oh,
right?
shit. My
So
nigga.
perception, you're gonna be like, well, he's black, right? He's
God.
either African American or an American. That's what you're gonna think. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you're Spanish. But imagine someone talking shit about you in Spanish or English, and them thinking that you're from somewhere else.
Oh wow,
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what I'm
That's like
saying?
next
Okay.
level.
I was
That's
about
like
to give you a
second
hug,
degree.
But that's what I'm
okay.
saying. You could use that
That's
as
real.
an
That's
advantage.
real.
You know what I'm saying? So
Nah,
I
of
mean,
course.
I don't think a lot of people talk about that.
Nah, that's crazy. That's
nah, because they take it personal. I mean, I get it, fam. But bro, if you know who you are, my nigga, whatever you say to me ain't gonna touch me.
Right,
You know, because
no,
I know
fact.
who I am. But I feel like we all have, and that's the reason why I asked the question. We all have gone through, racism.
facts.
Yeah.
In our-
Bringing
in
it
our
back
own
to
way.
beyond the cut, when you cut someone's hair and someone steps in that chair, I've had some interesting stories in North Carolina where I've walked into a barbershop and they're like, we don't cut ethnic hair. What the
What?
fuck is ethnic hair? But you come to Miami, that barber's expected to cut the white, the black, the Dominican, the Asian,
The
like
Jewish-
whatever, like the Jewish
culture.
Like
that
there's,
is
there's no
ethnic
like,
hair.
yo, I don't cut your hair. It's like I know
Right.
how to cut your hair.
You ever
Like,
you ever seen the Jewish hair? They might as well be niggas. All right, and their upbringing. Fuck that. In their
we
upbringing.
got canceled on our first show.
No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing all that because I'm uplifting them. You know that they helped start the NAACP. They funded that.
Damn.
So the blacks in them
That's
should
crazy.
never have you know what I mean? So I dropped that fucking jewel because it's never we ain't on no Kanye shit over here. Nah,
I know that, but I'm saying
I
like,
So we
love
gotta
the
take
Jews.
that out,
I
then. We
love
gotta
the
take
Jews.
that
We're not taking that shit out. I love the Jews.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't do me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Shit.
oh man, life
Man.
is good.
All the
It's always
time.
good, man.
All the time.
Yeah, man. So all right, so let's get back to it. Like, what? Come on, you ain't allowed to do that, man. Put that motherfucker down. I know you're not gonna answer the phone. Yo, so what? What's
Hey, you already know. If I don't answer, it wasn't me.
Yeah, don't beat him up. Yeah.
So I'm gonna
So
leave that shit, man.
what's some other things that they're gonna get from us? Like, some content. What type of
You guys
content
are gonna
they
get everything, information, insights on the
What kind
barbershop.
of conversations?
I would say information. No, I would say for me, I want to learn a little bit about credit. I want to learn a little bit about real estate. So, us, we are in the barbershop industry, and we deal with a lot of clients who are in the industry.
Yeah, they don't know how to save their money.
And that's one of the gifts that we have, that we're able to build a relationship, and then we're gonna bring them over here and allow you guys to see that that we can think bigger than what we think. As a barber, we think that just being at the shop for 10 plus hours, just putting hair on the floor is everything. That's it. That's what it is. But if you think beyond that, you can come with an idea or something, and who you have as a client who is an investor, who is in the field, that can take your dream to the next level, is going to help you. So we're just going to show you how you can take advantage of every opportunity that presents yourself. Yeah, man. In the present moment.
I have the different guests. We got some good guests lined up, from Google
fashion.
workers, fashion.
We're doing
Google
everything.
Workers, people that are working at Google right now. I'm working on some interviewing my cousin. He's one of the coaches at UN. We're going to be on the field talking with him. Entertainers, comedians,
athletes.
Athletes. So it's going to be a dope walk. It's going to be some dope content. It's going to be some dope conversations, some dope energy.
Absolutely. How about you, Senor? Something that you wanna
that tech side.
I'm big on tech. Like,
that's what I want to know.
I got some things bubbling right now. I just can't really speak on it until it's like the ink dries. But with due time, this is our first show, so like
the intro.
But honestly, like, even like with the tech industry, with the pandemic, like a lot of it shifted to Miami. And then when other cities started opening back up, people kind of moved back to their cities a little bit.
But they stayed too.
But then some stayed too. And obviously, with you see Bitcoin surging right now, like you definitely Miami's different when Bitcoin surging versus when it's not.
Facts.
And just like different ways to get it out here. But like I was saying earlier, you got to protect your investments too. So
definitely.
That's facts, bro. I'm actually learning about that, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I sat on the fence for 10 years before I even bought my first like Bitcoin. Like, I wish I would have started 10 years before that.
Yeah, I made some money in TL too.
But you got to also, I think for us, like, I'm not saying like I'm not a financial advisor, but it's kind of like our generation's like retirement fund a little bit if you look at it that way.
And to be honest, in our platform, in our industry, we don't have that. We don't have 401k. We don't have life insurance. We don't have insurance, period.
Not yet.
And some of the things that we're doing now is to show you guys that it's possible for us to, have our own home, own our own home, have our own, life insurance, 401k, like having a plan. Because, at the end of the day, bro, all we do is just make money, but we don't put the money to grow for us. Yeah. Or we don't even think about how.
Like there for sure should be a union, you know what I mean? Like for barbers, you know what I mean? That takes care of the barbers inside of the companies. Because
I agree.
If you're inside the company and you're cutting hair for that company and that company only, after that, you're either going to die or move on and they're just going to replace you.
Facts. But the thing is, like, barbers, they don't know.
No.
They don't know these things. You know what I'm saying? And like, for us, we're learning as we go, but that's some of the things you guys are going to get from this show. That, we're going to give you insights that it's possible. And like,
as we're doing
you can see it. You can see it because it's right there in front of you. Well, you guys are giving a haircut to, I don't know, if you want to be a firefighter, part-time, whatever the case may be, you're going to have a client that is a firefighter. Yeah. Ask some questions, how you got there, how you do it, how you did it, And, for sure.
Absolutely.
That's real. Yeah, man. Inside of that, like we said, we're gonna be doing live interviews. Just gonna, bring whoever you guys actually can request too. We're gonna have that. We got the Beyond the Cut in YouTube. We got the Beyond the Cut in Instagram. You guys are gonna be able to reach out to us personally. You're gonna, and you'll see the energy. We'll give it right back.
Yeah, I kind of got a question for y'all, Barber. I got another one, man.
He got another.
It's all about self-care, right? So like, where I grew up, necessarily, like, self-care wasn't really like, it was emphasized, but not the way it is here in Miami for men.
Or
anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
you see men out here getting lipo, and it's like nothing. But that's another story. I'm going to the extreme first.
Please.
I'm bringing it back to the center. It's like if women see you out here and you can't even take care of yourself properly, they're thinking like, how could you take care of me?
Facts.
I agree.
And so like, what do y'all think about women out here in Miami though?
I agree. Or like same thing, bro. Vice versa.
Like some of your clients, like the stories y'all hear, without putting names out there,
or even the shit that we go through. Cause man,
because y'all cut women too, though.
Yeah,
Sure, women. I mean, we don't really do
of my clientele is women.
Long hair,
25%.
cosmetology or anything, but we do short hair.
Yeah, short hair.
No, well, I do all. I can do layers.
You know, the bikers.
I do everything. Like shit, last Friday I cut a ticket when you guys were there.
You trying to set me up or something right now?
Nah. We don't want her to come in tripping. So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that at all. Like defense wins games. Defense wins games.
Yo, what we doing? That's crazy.
Defense wins games. All right.
Hey, shout out to the Heat. Go Dolphins. Oh man,
what were you talking about?
I'm drinking.
Shit.
All right, so we're talking about self-care. Obviously,
I do need another drink. We need somebody that's making drinks.
Yeah.
You
Next time. I'm like 25%.
Maybe Dave would have turned around and fill our cups with ice a little bit. Maybe,
yeah. You know,
hey,
go
we're going to take a little break.
We live, right?
We're
going to take a little break. We'll be right back.
12 seconds later.
Commercial break right back. Yo.
All right, so this is the behind the scene of the break. As you can see, the show Tanner is getting his drink, while me in the building, Casamigos. Shout out to Casamigos. By the way, I don't really drink tequila.
We're not mentioning names until we get sponsorships.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Not yet.
Man, it don't matter. They don't even know who we are yet. Don't even know who we are yet. But I don't really drink tequila, but this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Nah, man. What is it?
Agave.
Say it again.
Agave.
Oh man. Yo, you know, I'm hype about this shit, bro. I'm really hype, and like I felt like I was slating shit, and I'm preparing shit. But this is amazing, man. Finally, finding a place where you could come ready to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Just do your thing, bro. But this podcast shit is hard. We just starting, but this shit is harder than a mother.
4 months.
I don't want to curse down here. You know,
there's a couple spots we picked, but there was like background noise. 2 spots had a lot of background noise.
Right.
It was harder, you know.
How long it's been like 4 or 5 months, bro, that we've been working on different videos, different things. We shot at Coral Gables. This guy came through with the drone.
We've been doing a lot
events.
of
We did an event with 50 Cent.
A lot of collaborating with a lot of artists.
Go to
you know,
the
shout out to
It's on there.
Kafir. You know, we did a collaboration with Kafir.
You guys might have got an interview, but
he's gonna come. No, he's gonna come. He's gonna come. Kafir, once you see this, you already know.
That was for
his love. You're gonna come again. And we're gonna bring you here.
That's for the event at Art
Here
Basel.
we have other best quality cameras that you don't have to worry about.
Facts.
Because we know how.
Yo, but so let's dive into the event we went to that we represented ourselves at the Art Basel at his party for the Art Basel. Was that crazy or what? The art that you saw, the people that
was crazy, fam. Because you know, his work is amazing.
Yeah,
that's
facts.
first. You know what I'm saying? His work is great. It's great work, but it's just being around different people.
Yeah.
And seeing how you are able to come into the space of creativity, of art, and be able to just connect with different people. Like, I just love the networking vibe.
Yo,
you
how
know,
many
like
people
that
did we
to
meet?
me was
What's
everything.
the guy, Stunt? What's his name?
Stunner Lifestyle.
Stunner Lifestyle. Like, I didn't know who he was. Been watching him, and then saw him and met him. Was like, damn, like, this guy's bringing out a lot of different people, a lot of different relationships. Seeing all those designers, and we still following them now. And then we met another guy who I cut the next week and ended up seeing him at the 50 Cent gathering, and he was sitting at the table and like, shit. Like,
that's real.
That's what I like about what we do. Like, we're tapped into everybody.
We're coming, man.
I think it's also
you know, we're
the
coming
city too.
Huh?
The city,
Just
too.
like I come sometimes.
the
You know,
zip code, the city.
Yeah,
area.
we are like right there where, we about to take over South Beach.
South
Just to let
Beach.
y'all know, we about to take over these 3 boys right now.
I mean, we are
You know what I'm saying?
already taking over.
We
I mean,
said it like a couple years ago, did we?
we are gonna
Man,
take us
We
out.
manifested it.
Facts.
And
Because
we
your name
will.
is manifest.
You know, we
You know what I'm saying?
we don't want to really talk too much.
I
We want
said
to
it-
put in the work, but
I
yeah,
said
we're
it low
coming.
key, kind of halfway, just joking, but it's
We
coming.
about to take over.
Man, South Beach, man.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
saying,
man,
coming
y'all
from
check
Brickell,
out-
South Beach is a different vibe. And
Yeah.
you live in Brickell
I
for
lived in
some
Brickell for
time
like a
now.
year.
I did too. I
And
moved
you
from there, though.
changed to.
I just
to
wanted
switch.
more green space for my dog and walk around, like ride my bike. But
And not get robbed while you're walking your dog.
I never got robbed. I mean, I
they ain't
never,
gonna
I
rob
never
you.
felt
You 6
threatened. In
foot-
but I never
Damn, they
felt
be
threatened
doing
in
like
Brickell.
that in Brickell.
You know what I'm saying?
But like
No,
Brickell,
no.
like had the bridge. I feel
Not
like
the.
traffic was
I'm
just
talking about
crazy.
like just like the homeless. It looks like what's that shit? Skid Row. It's
Brickell?
getting that bad. Yeah, it's like you just walk around. You got money, but you walk like I don't know if you.
Oh, you have a nice
It's
condo. You walk
crazy now.
downstairs, it's like
They're
there's,
right
like,
there,
people
next to the
on
train station.
yeah.
Like you can't do shit. You can't eat a taco at Coyo. You can't go to my shout out SoCal Taco. What's up? Like you can't go and just vibe without seeing them, and they'll pull up to your
Yeah.
establishment and ask you for, hey, look, can I get that taco? Like,
yeah.
shit's crazy right now. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we got shit.
I think
going,
South
man.
Beach gets a bad rap, but I think it's a cool place to live on the residential side, and also like network with people
Facts.
in town because someone's always in town, so their hotel's probably down there.
Yeah.
So you're always like back and forth there anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's so many dope places to live here in Miami. Like, it's not a bad view. That's what I say.
Yeah,
even if you're in Miramar or Hialeah, you just
yeah.
make it
Oh,
whatever.
come on.
Make it whatever you want it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm exaggerating, but I'm serious. Like,
Hey, you ever heard somebody who's not from Miami like try to pronounce Hialeah?
Me?
I've heard. Hialeah.
That was me when I first came from the Dominican Republic.
I'm not even sure if I said it right. Did I say it right?
Hialeah. It sounds like they, you know what I mean? Like somebody,
Hialeah.
something that you call for work. Like,
Oye, qué buen tapo,
yeah. Like I can't come into work today. I got Hialeah. You know what I'm saying? Some crazy shit.
Hey man, shout out to Hialeah Gardens. You know what I'm saying? That's my high school, man. That's where I went for high
Liberty
school.
City,
You went to Hialeah?
Miami Gardens.
Yeah,
I thought
Hialeah
you
Gardens.
thought you went to high school down south.
No, Hialeah Gardens.
Oh wow.
Hialeah Gardens. Yeah.
He was in the- he
Shout out
was
to
in the
Hialeah
mix.
Gardens.
You've been in everything.
Gladiators.
The
You play
Gladiators?
baseball there?
Yeah, I play baseball. Yeah,
What position did you play?
outfield.
Okay.
Did y'all travel a lot for like away games?
Say what?
Did y'all travel far for away games, or everything was like in Miami?
It was all in Miami.
Did you travel away from the?
So like
Well, we played
sometimes
travel
you can
ball.
drive an hour or two for a away game.
Oh, yeah,
where
yeah.
I'm from.
Yeah.
And
Let's see if you
in
play
high
travel
school,
ball.
It's
Yeah.
like you're on a school bus like traveling.
Yeah,
I
facts.
wasn't like so many schools in Miami. I wasn't sure if like the away games are far away.
Nah, just as this depending on your districts, the school that you're playing against.
I didn't even know they had a Hialeah Gardens.
Yeah, well, when I came 2006, but then they opened 2009. 2009, that's when they first opened because everybody from at that time they were going to Goldman, but then they switched to Hialeah Gardens.
I got another question on too.
Wait, hold on. How we on time? Okay. All right. Okay.
Say less.
What are 5 things you're grateful for?
I'm grateful for God. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for the energy my mom gave me so I could last today. I'm grateful for what I create, like the food I put on my own plate. And I'm grateful to be alive.
Man, I'm grateful just to wake up in the morning. I'm grateful just to breathe. I'm grateful to walk. I'm grateful to just to hear, to speak, for other little things. I'm grateful for everything, bro.
Yeah.
Facts. What about you?
Yeah, like I didn't even have an answer for it. I was just asked the question because like I feel like I always like the energy it creates in the
Well,
room.
you
when
asking
ask
me
that
when I
question.
asked
That's
you.
a good. But you gotta answer that. I want to hear your side.
Yeah, but probably just like grateful for quality water. The past couple of months, I started to really like,
Wait,
like all right. So it sounds crazy, but
that's good.
But not all water is the same.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
And so if
that
you
boy
drink,
said, "Wow." That boy said, "Awa."
like water, bro. Like it's just and like if you travel around the world and like other parts of the country, like not everyone has access to clean drinking water.
Nah, damn.
So like definitely water. be able to move my body, fitness
wise,
like my dad has Parkinson's, so he can't really move around like he used to.
Shit.
So
yeah, man,
physical movement, working out, definitely like just being employed, having a job. You know, my dog. I got a dog.
My dog.
And then my dog's here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to Cash.
Like, this
you
is
know
their
what I'm
idea,
saying?
but they
What up,
invited me in
Cash?
on
What
it.
up, Cash? That's the dog, by the way.
They invited me
He
in
the
on
homie.
their ideas, so I'm definitely grateful.
Man,
for the
I feel like you were the
experience.
great fit to come to
Man,
be on the
he was
podcast.
what we were
Are
missing.
you crazy?
I knew that shit.
Hey,
Come
man.
on. When we went to the event and we was drinking how you say that, mezcal?
Let's go. Yeah.
That's the first time. That shit was nasty after the first two cups. After the third, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, hi.
Man, I feel like people make it complicated than what it is. I feel like
Yeah.
it's our vibration.
That's
I
it.
feel like it's our frequency and energy. You know what I'm saying? The energy was real since the beginning, and this is what we are right now. You know, we got to start wrapping it up because, you know, it's about that time. But thank you for watching the Be in the Cut. Like I
Really
said again, it's
appreciate
your
you.
boy, a lot of clips.
I am the show Tanner.
Manifest greatness now.
Yeah, man. We really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys stay tuned. You know what I mean? More to come. Be blessed.
Facts. Yo.